So first things first. 1 hit is 1 damage. A chip hit is 0.5 damage. It takes 2 damage to go down. Alva does 1.2 damage, and the tension is plus 1 damage. So Alva does 2.2 damage with the tension. Damage share is shared between everyone evenly. So if 2 people are sharing, it's without the tension, it's 0.6 each. If 3 people, 0.4 each. If 4 people, 0.3 each. If 5 people, you can do the math, you get the point. Also, I thought this match, the entomologist, the same entomologist from yesterday's video, I thought she threw the match. Like, I mean, she made some big mistakes, but rewatching the replay, I have to say that I made some mistakes myself that I didn't realize during the match, so there's that. So anyway, let's get into the match now. Yeah, so the spawns are like, Pharaoh Lady and Journalist are a duo, and Pharaoh Lady took middle, so we're just spawning next to her to protect her. I spawn in the usual rescue spawn, and here, okay, so here against Alva, because Alva spawned next to me, I don't want to instantly get on my cipher, because he will connect the cipher, and then I will have the color on me, and if he wants to, he can choose to come to me and stun me with just 1 color, and then he can get an easy hit. So I don't want to give him that information. I don't want to get myself a color when I'm right next to Alva at the start of the match. Normally you should rotate away, but what I can do here, because a chest spawns right next to my cipher, I'm going for the chest instead. And chests are really, really good against Alva, because if you get a syringe, or you get a bot, or you get a perfume, these items really kill Alva. And like if you're not, I mean, even if you're chasing, even if you're taking chase, but if you're not getting chased, because I can share damage and heal it back. Like if I get a syringe, I share damage and then I heal it back. So it's really, really good to, as a rescuer, for example, to open a chest at the start of the game against Alva. So anyway, that's what I do, and I'll quickly, so let's go to the match. So that's what I do. I go to the chest because I don't want to give Alva information, and I want to open the chest anyway because I can get a really good item if I'm lucky. And spoiler alert, I do get a syringe, so that's awesome for me. That's really good. And by the way, Alva actually looks for me. Like he's looking at me with his camera, like he's trying to look for me, but he doesn't see me. I don't know, maybe he does. Anyway, regardless, that's why I don't get on the cipher immediately. And when I see him go for Pharaoh Lady, that's when I start decoding. And I got a syringe, by the way. So normally, as a rescuer, you don't want to share damage with against Alva, because if you're damaged, you cannot rescue. What Alva wants to do with rescuers usually is he connects their ciphers, so he share damage, and then they're unable to rescue because they don't have the health for it. But because I opened the chest and I have a syringe, I can actually on purpose share damage, and I can heal it back. So yeah, so that's really, really good. That's something you can do against Alva. Also here, I shouldn't have switched to blue. So this is, I would say this is a mistake by me. I don't remember why I switched to blue. This game is from like a few days ago. I don't remember exactly why I did it, but regardless, the Alva doesn't take advantage of it. Like, Alva could have made Journalist red so I don't share damage and I can't heal it, but I mean, he doesn't even know that I have a syringe, so anyway, whatever. So anyway, so I make that mistake, but it doesn't, the Alva doesn't punish me for it and makes Journalist blue, which means I go 0.6, so we are both at 0.6 damage now, right? So with this, we all go plus 0.4. So 0.6 plus 0.4 is 1, so Journalist and I go to 1, and I can heal, because it's 1 damage, I can heal it with the syringe fully, so that's awesome for me. The Pharaoh Lady goes to 0.4 damage, and here, Alva here disconnects my cipher because he thinks, great, now the rescuer can't rescue because he's damaged, and, but yeah, he doesn't know that I have a syringe. Also, okay, so here Pharaoh Lady correctly switches color to make Journalist survives, right? But then Entomologist does it too! Like, why are you doing this? Okay, I can't really talk because I also made a random swap before, but like, Entomologist, why are you doing this? Now Entomologist is just taking damage for no reason. Pharaoh Lady is, by the way, at at 0.8 damage, which means if Alva was smart, he could have disconnected ciphers and warped on top of Pharaoh Lady and she would die in one hit because she's at 0.8 and 0.8 plus 1.2 is 2. That's a down. So Entomology is true there, 59% win rate survivor by the way. So anyway, I also did a questionable swap, but it wasn't as bad as hers. Like, okay, it wasn't as bad as hers. Anyway, so Entomologist is now at 0.8 damage, I believe. Yeah, so here I'm running middle, but middle pops on the connection right in front of my face, so then I run to dungeon, to graveyard instead. Also, by the way, this Entomologist was on a Cypher and never even pinged it. She pinged it once while I was healing with a syringe at 20%, and the Cypher is now at like, is it the 70% Cypher? It's the 70% Cypher, and I have no idea that it's at 70% because nobody has been pinging it. Yeah, it's at 75%, and I see it now because nobody's been pinging it. And this 59% win rate survivor, by the way, starts kiting on my Cypher. Great, thank you. So now I'm forced to use a watch. The Alva comes to me and forces me to use a watch. Great, nice, 59% win rate, okay. So I'm forced to use a watch, anyway, whatever. I go back on my Cypher to the code, and oh yeah, I also saved their life. Okay, here, okay, wait a second. Here, I didn't mention it, but earlier by touching this Cypher in graveyard, I saved the Entomologist's life, because she was at 0.8, so... You never want to be at 0.8 against Alva, by the way. A good Alva will take advantage of it and hit you, like disconnect ciphers, don't let anybody share and hit you and kill you in one hit. So never be at 0.8 against Alva. And this Entomologist made the Pharaoh Lady be at 0.8, and then she herself was at 0.8. So like, she's playing like shit. Anyway, I saved her life by touching this cipher and getting red, and we shared damage once, so she was still alive and still kiting on my cipher, but anyway. Here I used my second tuning of the watch because if I want to keep it in use, because if Alva comes back to my cipher, I want to hit him with the third tuning. Because if I didn't do anything, then my watch would go on cooldown and then I wouldn't have an item to kite. But by using my second tuning and then going back to the code, if Alva comes back to me, I have the third tuning to use on him. And this is exactly what happens, so that's why I did that. So he comes back to me and now I have the third tuning to use on him, so I do that. But unfortunately I still get hit by the stun, and yeah, that sucks. Oh yeah, that's my other mistake. Okay, so here I made another mistake. I wasn't focused enough to notice that Pharaoh Lady was on red, so I should have swapped to blue. I just killed Pharaoh Lady basically. I took that hit and I killed Pharaoh Lady with it, so that was my mistake. I should have swapped to blue there. I didn't realize during the match. Yeah, okay, so anyway, now I'm kiting. Yeah, I'm just kiting, running away, and then he switches targets. Okay, so I go back to my graveyard cipher, or try to go back to my graveyard cipher, but journalist is pinging your cipher. Thank you for pinging. Oh my god, okay, so another thing I wanted to say. This Pharaoh Lady hasn't pinged a cipher once in the entire game, and the Entomologist also didn't ping the cipher, was at like 70%. Please use your pings. So now because journalist is pinging your cipher, I know it's primed and I know I can go rescue. And also, first officer can always rescue even if he's injured, because his pocket watch gives him a 5 seconds tide turner if he hypnotizes the hunter and gets hit during hypnosis. But if you touch the chair, the hypnosis goes away, so be careful with that. Okay, so anyway, I do the rescue. He's not even camping, so I just rescue him, then I wait for him to chair. The cipher is primed. I wait for him to chair, I go to rescue. The cipher is primed, so I just rescue. Journalist pops, and yeah, that's it. So now I haven't been paying attention, I don't know how much damage I have. I have like a sliver of damage, I don't know how much that is. So anyway, I'm just staying in middle while my other teammates decode gates. Here I'm thinking he's using that thing on me, so I use my watch, but it's kind of wasted because he wasn't coming to me. He was going to the gate, so... Okay, better safe than sorry, I guess. I don't know. I think... Yeah, I don't know. It could be debatable if it was a mistake. So anyway, here I want to touch the cipher, the gate, because... okay, maybe I have time to say it. Okay, so 3 people, detention is 2.2 damage, 2 people is 1.1. So Entomologist sharing with Journalist would have died. If Journalist took a hit, Entomologist would have died because she is at 1 damage, so 1.1 would have killed her. But with 3 people, it's 0.7 or whatever. So okay, here, okay, I'm gonna pause it actually. Also, another thing is that I'm better on the gate because entomologist can support. If she's not wasting time decoding, she can support with bits, so I'm better on the gate anyway. Okay, so here we all survive a hit, right? Because we're all sharing damage. It's shared between 3 people. So here I was thinking we would all stay inside and wait for the tension to run out. I've never been in this position before in my life, by the way. I don't know why his eyes aren't red, but trust me, he has the tension. So in this position, I've never been in this position in my life, but what you need to do here is you just wait out the tension. You stay inside and wait out the tension, because if you try to go out and you're a little bit out of sync and the Alva stuns one of you while 2 of the others get out, then with the tension, one person that gets stunned dies. So here we need to stay in. And why I hated the entomologist even more after this match is because she just gets out. Like, she just gets out, she leaves us, she leaves us, she just gets out on her own. Which, in retrospect, watching the replay, is not terrible. Like, okay, sure, I would have stayed in personally, but you can get out because we still survive even if we only share damage between 2 people, because it's 1.1 damage and we're both basically full health, so 1.1 damage isn't gonna kill us, right? But during the match, I didn't expect her to go out. I was expecting her to stay in and wait out the tension with us, but she just gets out, so I start panicking and I get out myself. And this nearly through the match. So she just gets out, and there I start panicking. I see her get out, and I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna die? No, we're not gonna die, but anyway, yeah, I start panicking and just get out myself, and which nearly through the game. But, okay, technically, entomologists didn't need to stay, because we both survived a hit if we were only 2 people left, but like, why not wait anyway? So anyway, whatever. But yeah, I gave her too much hate for that, because technically she can get out there. We're not gonna die if she gets out, but it just made me panic during the match, because I was like, why are you getting out? You need to share damage with us. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. And yeah, that's the match, I guess. I'm not sure if there's anything else I wanted to say.